Hi Sagittarius, this is going to be your art channeled message. I channel messages through art, creativity. I really hope my messages inspire you to see the art within yourself, within your journey, and within everything around you, because we all start from zero, which is a blank canvas. It's just the fool's journey. Trying to introduce something new here, something fresh. You don't just get art in my channel, you get many themes, because I just love every creative endeavor. So if you're new here, welcome, and if you're a recurring subscriber, welcome back, and thank you for supporting me. If you'd like a personal reading, all of that is down below. And lastly, there's no rules here, so this finds it's definitely meant for you. You can binge watch them, watch if it's recommended. There's the overall message, the overall art, and then there's the underlying stuff, the subliminal, as I always say. So I always view my art as an optical illusion. That's what's so special about it, because you can look at one thing and then there's something inside of it that is completely unintentional. So the same thing applies with how I speak. What I started drawing for you was this long thing that formed into a tree/mushroom, but as a whole, it's literally the perfect nose. Then underneath it, where the tree trunk is supposed to be, it looks like something is coming out of the nose, like snot, blood, etc. As weird as that sounds. I'm thinking of how certain people are more susceptible to nosebleeds, or their nose will run because that's our body's immediate reaction to sickness, spicy foods, allergic reactions. You're going to find out you're allergic to something by how your nose reacts to it, so pay attention. I'm also getting right now is a great time to tap into other people's sense of smell, including your own. Like, wear perfume that has an amazing smell. Make food that has a pleasant aroma, and see what reaction you get. For some reason, the nose is highlighted here. Okay, now let's revert back to how I channeled a mushroom and a tree. What really sticks out to me about that is how mushrooms are a fungus, and a tree stays around longer. When you cut down a mushroom, it keeps coming back very quickly, but cutting down a tree to watch it regrow would take years to get as big as it once was. Fungi can also multiply, causing a chain reaction. It's kind of like a fungus over here, and then this one gets bigger, and then it causes so much around it. So the overall art theme here is, or surrounds, things that your body rejects. I'm getting as well, you need to pay attention to how your body reacts to when someone's around you. And apparently, spiritually, nosebleeds can mean the universe is trying to tell you something about yourself. So this isn't just about your health, like I said. You can be spiritually allergic. There can be like a spiritual smell. This isn't the first time I channeled something about smell. Before, it had something to do with like following the smell as in intuition. Like, all of your senses are technically intuition, can be used as such. But I'm seeing this as in like paying attention to how your nose reacts or how your senses react to being around something. Kind of like an allergic reaction rather than intuition. It's how it affects you. I'm getting to, you might all of a sudden get the sniffles, you might all of a sudden get a nosebleed, you might all of a sudden feel blocked up. So your body is rejecting a person, similar to how your body doesn't particularly like certain foods or aromas. I feel like from a literal sense too, that also applies. Just simply observing how your body reacts to everything, like I said. And apparently as well, nosebleeds spiritually can occur when you're around bad people. I'm kind of saying bad people equals fungus, like fungi. Have you ever seen like that literally, fungi? I'm also seeing this as phantom smells, smelling things that no one else does. But simply to sum this up, when you're in the wrong atmosphere, it will affect you. This applies to food, and this applies spiritually. Might be allergic without even realizing it. Actually, I'm going to get an oracle card first. I hate when the cards stick there. You know what's weird? My nose started running. That's why I paused a little bit there, because I feel it coming down a little bit. That's so freaking weird. It's only a little though. So maybe that's like confirmation in a weird way. I'm not sure. Whoa. We have engineer. The ability to give creative energy a practical expression. Talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas. Then we have shadow attribute. Reliance on mechanistic solutions without regard for emotional consequences. Something here about something that's mechanical or routinely, almost robotic. You know, when I first looked at this, I thought of that, I think it's Sophia the robot. This looks like a literal, like, constructed human. Someone that's running on, like, bolts and screws rather than running on brain and, you know, being a real human. So something here is, like, fake. I'm getting to, you might have an allergic reaction to fake things. What's that called? Like, you know those fake sweeteners, fake Splenda, just fake sweeteners they put in things? You can have a bad reaction to those. So I'm saying it's like your body is rejecting fake things. Your real body, or you being a real person, I'm even seeing that like figuratively, like you're so real. Be wary of that. Even getting to it, like you're rejecting fake people or robotic people. People that conform to the same thing, and you sort of reject that as a whole as well. Maybe you reject certain foods. Everyone eats the same foods, or everyone eats things that are bad for them and you don't. It just reminds me of that. And it says creating a solution, engineer. So you're gonna find a solution to your problem. You're gonna realize what's causing you to feel like out of sorts. For some reason I was getting robots. Fake things. Preservatives. Ugh. We have Queen of Wands. I'm seeing this as, what do they call that? When your body fights off an illness or wards off an illness. It's like, you're not allowed in. You're bad for my body. Or you're not allowed in here in my atmosphere, in my bubble, because you rub off of me in a bad way. You're like a fungus. You're like a mushroom that keeps coming back. We've been saying this is a reoccurring problem, or a reoccurring problem with a person. It's like, you know by now that it's bad for you. We've been seeing that robotic equates to, it's like robotic, reoccurring. It's gonna keep going until you turn it off. I'm seeing the first word that came to me was cells. Those cells that prevent certain things from getting in. Page of Cups. Three of Swords. I always get this for some reason. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. That's literally a commercial, I believe, for either the eyes or the nose, like having the sniffles. It's like something is no longer going to be blocked off. Just look at him. It looks like he found some type of solution. Like, this is my saving grace. This is what's going to make me feel better. I'm seeing new renowned strength, literally. I'm even seeing this as like the person in your vicinity being allergic to someone, being bothered by something. Like, as soon as she touches them, he's like, hold up, back off. seems like good and bad. Like, oh my god, I finally found out what the problem was. It's you. It's you, or it's this. This is what I'm eating, and it's causing my stomach, my nose to feel just blocked up. There's something going on, and it's synonymous with both. I'm getting something about, like, what did you give me? I'm not seeing this as being drugged or, like, taken advantage of, but I'm seeing this as, like, look back to what you were given to eat or what you ate throughout the day, because you might find what's going on. And I find it funny, too, that these are the same color. Suddenly feeling sick, suddenly feeling really bad. Getting the forbidden fruit. She ate the apple, but she wasn't supposed to. Wasn't it poisonous? Then we have the Three of Swords. I'm gonna wrap up this reading. I'm seeing the Lovers as the devil. It's like when you're around the right beings, it's all love. It's all wonderful feelings. You're not really bound down. But with a fungus, it's like start with one person and it multiplies. You're seeing this as like it multiplies like a germ. But the Lovers feels much better to me. She's looking off into the distance, and he's looking right at her. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. Pay attention to how your body reacts to people, and I feel like this is a good reaction. Might even be getting some kind of like gesture coming towards you. Pay attention to how your body feels, especially when you get offers or when someone communicates with you, when someone wants to engage with you. Like I'm even getting like a handshake. We have child, orphan, independence based on learning to go at it alone, conquering fear of surviving. And then we have feelings of abandonment that stifle maturing, seeking inappropriate surrogate families. So essentially, on the bottom here, it's about filling a void. Filling a void can get you into dangerous situations. You're looking for someone to fill something that's going on inside or another external issue. It's kind of like how people resort to food or they get addicted to certain things because they're avoiding the emotions, how they're feeling on the inside. They don't really mean to do that. It's like they're looking for something. Looking for an escape. You need to stop escaping through people because then you're around the wrong crowd. And the wrong crowd can negatively impact you. Just like the wrong foods or food you're not supposed to take because you're allergic. I'm literally seeing that's the same energy. When someone goes into, what do they call that, hyperlactic shock? When they can't have peanuts, that's what this is. So don't be scared to reject things that your body would reject anyway. For some reason, this is very relevant. Okay, Sagittarius, that's the end of this art channeled message. Please like, subscribe, support the channel in any way you can. I'd really, really, really appreciate it. And remember, it's the overall message and the underlying stuff. Sometimes it feels like I'm talking in metaphors, but you guys, I'm sure, know exactly what I'm talking about. I feel like there's a reason the nose is highlighted. How your allergic reactions. If you're susceptible to nosebleeds or you're getting nosebleeds out of nowhere, your nose is just acting up and it's not a cold, it's not any of that, take this into consideration, especially if you're around someone that's a bit Okay, guys. Bye.